Hey everybody, this video I'm going to be discussing teamwork. Now I might discuss a little bit what's going on in the video and outside of the video what works the best with a team that you will be on. Now I chose a video where my other teammates did a little better than me just to show you that having a good team, playing well with each other is very important. I ended up coming back a little bit at the end and doing better than I did the first 4 rounds. I played a little sloppily, but that's okay. When you play trials, that's going to happen. Now, first things first is teamwork. You want to choose a team that you'll play well with. People that are similar to your play style, but can adjust to different situations. Like, for instance, I just got killed up here. I'm calling Neon to get the res on me because I know no one's hard scoping me. Now I know they're kind of worried because they have a guy down. So anyway, we got a pick, and Snow's pretty good at going off on his own and getting kills with his last word. But we got the pick and we pushed in. Now, this is kind of digressing because I'm talking a little bit about approaches, so I'm going to go back to teamwork. Anyway, you want to choose that team that you'll work well with. And then once you choose that team, you want to practice together. You want to go into elimination during the week or some type of 3v3 gameplay just to get used to different strategies that you can do. And once you get that down, go into trials and maybe just buy only the mercy boon so you start from the beginning. You don't want to waste all your passage coins, especially if you're a player that hasn't been flawless many times or at all. You want to practice before you start putting on all 3 boons. And I don't mean this as an insult, I mean this to help you. And the worst thing that could happen is you lose 3 passage coins, you lose the round, you can start over. And at that case, you might even just want to practice without buying any boons. So just make sure you do that. Pick a team that you'll work well with. Next thing. Now, all of us have been there. We've all been angry before playing trials, especially at other teammates. Now, you have to remember that if you guys lose, it's all your faults. And I have to say I'm a little bit of a hypocrite saying this because I have gotten angry before at my teammates, but then I realized and I apologize. If you died, you're in just as much fault as the other players were for losing, okay? And you all make stupid mistakes. You'll have good games, you'll have bad games. As I said in my other video, you'll win to high KD players and you'll lose to low KD. And especially when you lose to KDs that are lower than you, it gets to you. And you start saying, oh, why did we lose to these guys? We shouldn't have. And then you start putting the blame on other people. Try not to do that. Because A, you are going to lose some. B, you are going to win some. And C, if you end up fighting with your team, you're just going to play worse. You're going to do a bad job. And it just, people are always going to be better than you, and you're always going to be better than some people. It's just the way it is. That leads next into constructive criticism. Now, when you're playing with your team, and as I said before, you don't want to make them feel bad, but it's okay to tell them what you think they did was wrong, as long as you approach it nicely and they're okay with it, you know? You don't want to make a big deal about it. Just say, hey, next time, let's try something different. I don't think this worked. Or I think you were hard scoping a little too long and didn't see the guy on your radar. Just nicely, you don't want to be mean about it. And I know these are kind of simple things. I feel like I'm giving a kindergarten lesson here, but it really does help with the positive attitude towards the teamwork, and it will help you with winning. So basically, you just want to leave the frustration and anger out. If you get angry, just bite your lip or sigh by yourself. Now I'm going to quickly start talking a little more about approaching your fights with your team. Now I know this is an approaching video, it's more about teamwork, but you want to make sure that you get a pick, and once you get that pick, you have to be communicating. Tell your teammate where that dead body is. Tell them what you need to do in order to make it a better round. And if you're down and someone's calling for a res, ask them to make sure the area is clear first. There's been a lot of situations in which I was in, and I went for a res and someone was there and I didn't realize it. So just make sure that you are always talking and communicating. That's such a big part of being on a team. Well, I hope that you guys get something out of this. I know this one was a little more generic. It seems to be just because I was talking about your attitude towards your team, but it makes a huge difference. And you want to make sure you practice with your team different approaches during the week and on that trials map itself. Well, everybody, have a good day.